Since 1994, the Rural Water Supply and Environmental Program in the Amhara region of Ethiopia has been developing innovative approaches to financing rural water supplies. This has involved intensive capacity building and is based on the philosophy of decentralizing financial and construction management to communities. The program is jointly financed by the governments of Ethiopia and Finland. This short film is about the Community Development Fund, or CDF approach, which has been at the heart of the Rural Water Supply and Environmental Program in Amhara region. The CDF itself was gradually introduced between 2003 and 2006. It led to a five-fold increase in the construction of new water schemes. Moreover, the functionality of the implemented water schemes has been put at 94%, which is far higher than the average. The results have been promising. During its first 4-year phase, 500 water schemes were constructed under the Rural Water Supply and Environmental Program in Amhara region. The second phase involved 1,000 water schemes. After including the CDF approach in the third phase of the program, nearly 2,000 water schemes were constructed. The fourth phase is about to yield 4,000 new water schemes by the end of 2011. These figures translate into nearly 2 million new beneficiaries served with water supplies. The CDF approach has also been tested in another region, and Ethiopia now aims to take it countrywide. The CDF approach is both robust and simple. Let's take a look at the most important stages of project implementation. The CDF process generally involves the following 4 actors: the regional government, the microfinance institution, the district authorities, and the beneficiary community. In the CDF approach, the money to build water schemes is transferred to the communities through a microfinance institution, which receives funds from a consolidated regional WaSH fund. But before the demand-driven financing process of the water schemes can start, the CDF must be introduced to the communities it seeks to benefit. Promoting the CDF approach is the role of the district WaSH team. An initial key step is for the community to elect an executive committee called WaSHco.
እሺ ህዝቡ ታማኝነት ጥሎባችሁ የተመረጣችሁ ኮሚቴዎች ወደኔ ትመጣላችሁ።
The first job of the WaSHco is to make a formal application for the CDF water scheme financing, which is submitted to the district water desk officer. The water desk will then carry out a desk appraisal, checking all requirements are fulfilled. If approved, the water desk officer will agree a field appraisal date with the WaSHco. The field appraisal is carried out by the district WaSH team, which also finalizes the design estimate of the water scheme. After a successful field appraisal, the project is submitted for funding approval by the district cabinet. Subsequently, a funding agreement between the district and WaSHco is signed. Simultaneously, the district will organize the training of the field-level staff and local artisans. During the application process, the WaSHco will have collected the required cash contribution from all future users, which they deposit in a microfinance institution savings account. This cash contribution provides an initial fund for operation and maintenance activities. Once the community capacity for contract management has been created, the WaSHco receives its first installment. This money is transferred by the microfinance institution into the separate construction account of the WaSHco. The WaSH organizes the collection of local materials and allocates work amongst the community members. After receiving the money, the WaSH will procure all necessary tools and construction materials and enter into contract agreement with a local artisan. In the process of construction, the second and third installment of the project money are used for the procurement of a hand pump and remaining construction materials. Once the water scheme has been completed, the WaSH usually organizes a completion celebration. To ensure all funds and materials are fully accounted for, a public audit is carried out at this time. During the completion celebration, the WaSH publicly commits to take good care of the water scheme and the water source. Simultaneously, the community is learning and exercising new habits in hygiene, sanitation, water use and waste management. From now on, the community will be in charge of the operation and maintenance of the water scheme. Under the CDF approach, communities are fully responsible for the WaSH development process, through planning to construction and ultimately maintenance.
We came to understand that CDF is a very important tool for us, especially currently we are in the process of implementing our Growth and Transformation Plan, GTP, and for this heavy, big task was being endowed to the Ministry of Water and Energy in order to achieve our target of GTP. I think CDF could be a very important tool to implement and use it for our future projects. All the projects, the water supply and sanitation projects, if they could be implemented through CDF, they would be sustainable and the communities would be empowered to own their own schemes, and they could do a lot of works, a lot of WaSH works, what we are intending to accomplish it in the GTP.
The government of Ethiopia is contributing to the CDF implementation at all levels. The investments are channeled through the regional governments. At the moment, other investors include the government of Finland and UNICEF. The government of Ethiopia has mainstreamed the CDF approach into its national WaSH strategy.
ድሮ በጣም ከወራጅ ውሃ ነበር ምንቀደው ምንጠጣው ውሃ በጭቃ ነበር ያን እየጠጣነ እንታመም ነበር ከብቶች ያለቅት ይዛቸዋል የጨርቅ ማጠቢያ የለን እንሰቃይ ነበር ዛሬ ግን በቃ አልፎልናል መንግስት በሰራልን ውሃ አልፎልናል
With enough additional funding, the CDF can lead the way to achieving the Millennium Development Goals in Ethiopia and elsewhere.
CDF approach should be mainstream to national WaSH strategy because CDF approach reaches the most needy people at the grassroots level and ensures high level of participation, and that in turn will ensure sustainability.
The financial resources what we need should be geared toward CDF so that all our WaSH programs could be achieved immediately. And at this very important juncture, I would like to call to all our financiers to assist us to do this very blessing job to achieve our GTP targets.